the first marketing secret that Tai Lopez is using, to make this big success, in selling stuff online is authority. You see, so us as human beings, we tend to listen to people who have got an authority to that particular subject. So when you're selling something, you have to portray a certain trait of authority. So how do you do that? So Tai Lopez is in there how to make money niche, you see. So he has to show that he is rich. How does he do that? He shows his cars, when he's making his videos. His cars, they show up at the background. So he's doing that intentionally to act as a proof that he's already making money, so that you can believe, so that you can see him as an authority, so that you can see him as the person worth teaching you on how to be successful with making money, you see. Then the second marketing secret that Tai Lopez possesses, say hi.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Sure. Yeah, so the other second marketing secret that Tai Lopez uses to be successful with marketing is brand with association. So we have seen him interviewing the likes of Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is a billionaire, you see. So brand with association. So when you associate yourself, with rich people, with successful people, then the people around you, then your audience, assume that you are also successful. You see, it's the same technique that brands use, when they want to spike their sales. They hire guys like Cristiano Ronaldo. They borrow Cristiano Ronaldo's influence to sell their products and services like crazy. Just like Nike, they can hire, Cristiano Ronaldo as a brand ambassador, so that Cristiano Ronaldo can spike their sales, you see. So the people who are watching Cristiano Ronaldo wearing, the Nike t-shirt, maybe the Adidas t-shirt or a Jordan t-shirt, then the fan assumes that, wow, if this t-shirt is good for Cristiano Ronaldo, that means it's also good for me. So that's the power of brand with association. And then the third is marketing secret that Tai Lopez is using to market himself. It's a reciprocity. Us as human beings, very soon, we feel obliged, or we feel like we are owing those who help us, you see. So when you have given something to somebody, they feel obliged, they feel like they are owing you, they feel like they have to give something back, they feel like they have to reciprocate. It's like just imagine, you are from town, you are carrying heavy shopping bags, then a kid just comes along and asks you to carry these heavy shopping bags, to your house. Then after this kid has assisted you, how do you feel inside? You feel like you are owing them. You want to reciprocate. You want to give them maybe an apple. You want to make them some food. You want to give them something. So how does Tai Lopez use this reciprocity? He's teaching, he's adding value. He's teaching on YouTube. Just imagine if he was just only selling, only running ads, probably, or in most cases, he will make less sales than he is making by just adding value. So by teaching, like when Tai Lopez teaches you something, you like him, you trust him, then you get that bias. He gets that pass in your heart to buy his stuff just because he has assisted you in advance. You see, that is reciprocity. So before you sell something to somebody, try to add value in advance. Before you ask something from somebody, try to add free value in advance. You see. Then the fourth secret that Tai Lopez is using, to market himself it's storytelling, you know. As we have seen that video, that is the most watched video on YouTube. In most cases, probably except the music videos. So here in my garage, you see that video is probably the most watched YouTube video. You see, yeah, it has got like how many? Maybe 70 million. I'm not sure, but around those figures. But I stand to be corrected. So there he tells a story, you know. In other videos, you know, he often tells a story that he used to live in a mobile home. His father was arrested while he was young, so he was raised by a single parent. And research and stats shows that kids who tend to grow with single parents tend to not have a bright future as compared to kids that grew with both parents, you know. So it's highlighting that through all those odds, you know, that were against him, so he managed to be successful, you see. So that story acts as an inspiration, you see. So us as human beings, we are not like stones, like rocks, you know. We have got emotions, you see. So when you want to connect to a human being, use emotion, don't be logical, you see. So by telling that story, he wants to play around with emotions so that you can love him, you can like him, because everybody likes a rags to riches story. Everybody falls in love with somebody who inspires them. So the moment you feel inspired, that's a chance for him to attack. That's a chance for him to sell you something, you know, because when you fall in love with his story, you fall in love with his product. Just like Apple. You see, most of entrepreneurs are not buying an Apple product. They are buying Steve Jobs' story, you know. Steve Jobs' story, it's a rags to riches story, you know. As an entrepreneur, you fall in love about the story behind Apple, of which was co-founded by Steve Jobs, you know. He was a college dropout, you know. He had no place to stay at college, you know, so he had to sleep at friends' at the floor at friends' dorm rooms, you know, all that stuff, you know. He had no food to sustain him, you know, so he had to walk some few miles, you know, to a certain church to access food that was going to last him for the whole week, you know. And then he dropped out and he went back home and he started Apple from the garage. Now Apple is one of the most richest companies in the world. So the story is so inspiring. So now look, so when you find this story so inspiring, you fall in love with Steve Jobs. But Steve Jobs was selling Apple products, so you tend to also fall in love with the products that they are selling, you see. Yeah, so those are the marketing secrets, you know, that Tai Lopez is leveraging, that Tai Lopez is using to sell his products online. I've forgotten the last one. I don't know what's the fourth one, it's the fifth one. What is it? It's what is it now? Forgotten it. Ish. What is this, man? Forgotten it. Oh, it's simplicity. You know, there's that saying that says ugly sells, you know. So when you observe his videos, he often shoots them with his cell phone, you know. They are of low quality standard as compared to high production videos, you know. So when you are talking to people, when you're running advertisement, you don't want to look like an ad, you know. Human beings hate ads, you see. So you want to avoid looking like an ad. You want to avoid looking so professional because that makes people freak out, you know. You want to look as their friends, you know, because that brings relatability. They can relate. So when you're too perfect, when you're too professional, you know, you lose people, you know. And even show behind the scenes, you know, like talking with some girls, you know, talking with people at the background, you know, injecting stories, you know. It's not that, it's casual, you know. Casualism sells, you see. Yeah, those were the 5 or 4, I don't know how many I have mentioned to you, marketing secrets that Tai Lopez is using. By the way, I also work as a business opportunity copywriter. So if you are looking for a copywriter who can sell your how to make money info product, don't hesitate to send me an email at sbo@sportango.com. You heard that right, sbo@sportsango.com. Then we'll take it from there. You see, press the like button as a thank you for me creating this content for you. I would really appreciate. And also subscribe as well. Press the notification bell so that you can be notified when I've uploaded another video that is going to make you a better copywriter, a better marketer. Take care, have a nice day. See you on the next video.